What's up, guys? You're watching jmboytv and we are back with another reaction. Today we'll be reacting to Does Anybody Really Know What Time It Is by Chicago. This was suggested by a patron, so you know I had to check it out. I always love the sweet sounds of Chicago. If you are a returning viewer to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It helps out the channel a ton. There are 100,000 of you guys that watch my videos and return to my videos, but over 88% of you guys are not subscribed. I know it can be easy to forget because my videos just pop up. If this is your first time to the channel, I am new to the rock genre, exploring the many classic rabbit holes, having a blast. If you want to join me on that journey, take a second to scroll down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on your post notifications so that you don't miss a video when I post. It helps out the channel tremendously, and if you guys are interested in exclusive content or you want to ensure that I react to your suggestion, definitely consider checking out the Patreon. The link will be in the description. I have tons of reactions to classic songs that got blocked here from YouTube, songs that I know you guys would enjoy. That being said, let's get right into this video.
As I was walking down the street one day, a man came up to me and asked me what the time was that was on my watch. Yeah, I said, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? If so, I can't imagine why. We've all got time enough to cry. And I was walking down the street one day. A pretty lady looked at me and said her diamond watch had stopped cold dead. Time it is. Does anybody really care? If so, I can't imagine why. We've all got time enough to cry. And I was walking down the street one day, people running everywhere, being pushed and shoved by people trying to beat the clock. Oh, I just don't know.
Man, Chicago always delivers. Their songs are always like so full of life, so full of cheeriness. They always have that triumphant kind of feeling, probably because of the horns. And speaking of the horns, once again, amazing on this song. That trumpet solo at the beginning was so good. Like, my brain is literally thinking, how can something sound this amazing? Love the instrumentation on this song. That bass line was great. Love that piano in the intro kind of playing that repeating pattern. And then they got into the meat of the song. At the beginning, I could not tell what direction this song was gonna go in. I like how the drums and the horns were kind of matching each other on the beat, really just emphasizing it. Also really enjoy the vocals on this song. I love the way he's delivering this one. It almost gave me like Frank Sinatra vibes. I'm not saying his voice sounds like Frank Sinatra's, but stylistically, it just kind of reminded me of Frank Sinatra. Also, the way the background singers were harmonizing, that was sounding good as well. This song was just pleasurable to listen to. Then we get into the lyrics on this song. He said, as I was walking down the street one day, a man came up to me and asked me, what time was that on my watch? Yeah, and I said, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? You know, I can't imagine why. We've all got time enough to cry. So in this song, he kind of goes through multiple instances of things dealing with time. So in this first one, the guy is asking him what time it is. And then he goes into the chorus saying like, does anybody really know what time it is? And do they even care? And I think his point is people don't care about what time it is because they value it. They care about it because they have to go to their next thing. Just in the rat race. They got a meeting, they got an appointment, they got to go to work. They just got to go, go, go. Like these people aren't really even enjoying the time that they actually have. And if they realize how valuable it was, they would try to enjoy it more. Next verse he says, and I was walking down the street one day, a pretty lady looked at me and said her diamond watch had stopped cold dead. And I said, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody really care? You know, I can't imagine why. We've all got time enough to cry. So in this instance, I think this situation is like symbolic. The lady told him that her diamond watch had went cold dead, and that's almost like symbolic of trying to place value in material things that ultimately do not last. A diamond watch probably cost a lot of money and in the end was still useless. If I buy a diamond watch, it better be the best timekeeper that there ever was. Otherwise, it's just wasting my money. The reality is a diamond watch doesn't tell time better than a regular watch. They tell the same time. Also, in this chorus, he says, we've all got time to cry. What I think he's kind of getting at right there is that when people are just running this rat race, eventually they end up breaking down. Like they just get to that point of despair. They're just wondering like, why am I doing this? Why do I have to do this every day? What is the purpose? What is my purpose? And it just kind of saddens them because they realize how like unfulfilling what they're doing is. And so you can't help but cry. But if we cared about that time that we were spending trying to chase after the material things or keep up with the Joneses, we wouldn't have our focus there, because ultimately those things won't bring you any joy. Maybe temporary happiness, but nothing that's enduring. Last verse he says, and I was walking down the street one day, being pushed and shoved by people trying to beat the clock. Oh no, I just don't know. I don't. And I said, yes, I said, does anybody really know what time it is? Does anybody care? You know, I can't imagine why. We've all got enough time to die. Everybody's working. I don't care. So he's saying people are rushing past him trying to get to work just to punch in the clock. And he's kind of thinking to himself like, this is just a sad reality. The majority of these people are probably rushing to do a job that they don't like, giving their time and energy to make some company billions and billions of dollars. And while they're at this job that they don't like, they're missing out on chunks of time that they could be using to do anything. Now, not to say that there's something wrong with going to work, but it's the mindset behind it. Like, what are you working for? What are you working towards? This job's gonna take 40 years off your life, and what are you gonna get from it? You don't even like being there. It's almost like a culture of like overworking just to try to get status. And ultimately that status still means nothing, especially when you pass away. But the time you spent with your family or friends or whoever means way more. This is a great song, great recommendation from you guys. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content, and I'll catch you guys on the flip. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you're interested in helping to steer the ship in terms of where the music goes, you'll definitely want to check out that Patreon. You'll be able to get your suggestions to me directly. You can get your favorite deep cuts reacted to, or even just your favorite songs. On top of that, you'll have access to exclusive content, songs that got blocked here from YouTube from legendary artists like the Beatles. So if you want your suggestions to be the priority, definitely check out the Patreon at this link. You won't be disappointed. Hope to see you there.